This is Dante's Inferno podcast, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We got a very special guest with me today, man. One of the first comedians that I came down and met when I moved down here. Doing big things, man. Make sure y'all tap in with Kuttin Network Studios podcast, man.
Yep.
Tapping in with all of that. We got the wonderful Sir Jeffery. How you doing in here today,
Oh,
man?
bro, I'm so glad to be here, man. It's a packed house. I appreciate y'all.
Sold out.
For coming through. Hey, calm down. I'm talking to you later. I got you.
He will be doing a meet and greet in the lobby.
Yeah, in the meet and greet, we got, take some pictures and sign some autograph. We good. I like this, bro.
Oh, man. Sir Jeffery, bro. What's been going on with you, man? How's life treating you?
Very busy, man.
I see.
I have learned how to, in this business, man, when you stay silent, you get more done. You know what I mean? When you too loud, you feel me? You got a lot of distractions. But when you stay in the cut and just work, your work will speak for itself.
You're right about that.
So I've been in the zone, just staying low, working, getting better.
I got you, man. What you been working on? What you got coming up for us?
Oh, bro. So, as you know, the whole Cut and Loose empire, I had to build a solid team,
Definitely.
And still building a solid team. But in the midst of that, I had to put on my business cap because I see now finally where I want to take it, So back then when I started like a year ago, I knew kind of what I wanted to take it. So that's why I started with the podcast first. Yeah. And I used to always tell the guys that working with me, I said, no, it's not just about a podcast.
Right.
If you just lock in on the podcast, you're missing the whole point. I said, but trust me, it's bigger than the podcast. The podcast is just easier to start, and it's costly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Christian Gomez. That's my brother. I hit him up. I said, hey, man, you want to do some more producing? And he was like, yeah, man, yeah. Yeah, I will do it. I will do it. I said, okay. So got together with my boy Christian Gomez, and shout out to Will Palomino, but also Case Hand. I hit Case Hand up because my thing is I like to look at people with talent and say, okay, you know what? I see something. At Case Hand, he was just pretty much starting. So I said, bro, how about you want to be my co-host? Come and do this Cut and Loose podcast. I didn't know exactly how I wanted to do it, but I knew it was just an idea. And sometimes you just got to step out and do it. Not really knowing the full details kind of hold a lot of people back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't move forward.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, I don't know what up. Sometimes you just got to get out there and do it. So with stand-up, I take the same approach. Mm-hmm. If I have a joke idea, instead of just sitting there waiting till all the details come through, I would just get on stage and work out that joke until it, unfold. So with Cut and Loose, now we start with a podcast, and I remember telling them, like, hey, as the crew got bigger, I said, look, this is my plan now. I want to get a building. I want to get an office space. When I get the office space, that's when the funding going to come in. I need to get to a certain level so I get this funding in, right? Did that. I sat down with them. I told them. And then I hit them up. I got quiet. I went ghost. But I was working, You know what I'm saying? I was working, and then I called him. I said, hey, I got the office space. I said, well, you see that office space, there's going to be a sign that I'm building an empire, right? After that, that's when the millions going to come in, because now we got the space, then we're going to add more podcasts to the network. We're going to have a network. We're going to have a show. We're just building slow. You know what I'm saying? So I like to put it out there so when certain people see it, they be like, dog, I remember him talking about it. Mm-hmm. Just like this podcast right here would definitely, from 2 years from now, will be bigger because it'd be like, dog, Sir Jeff was, you know what I'm saying? I remember he was over there with Dante, you know what I'm saying?
I remember you talking about cutting loose last year at 10 Roof. You was talking about how everything that you got done, you said you was going to do back then.
Yes. So that's my thing is because a lot of people that know me now try to figure out how long I've been in the industry. I've just been around a long time. But I've been around the multi-millionaires, but I'm talking about comedian superstars. But I was around them before they was multi-millionaires, But I was the young cat around. Shout out to LaVoy Walker. Mm-hmm. I was around them, but they wasn't as that, like Michael Blaston. Shout out to Michael Blaston.
For sure.
He was just doing comedy when I first met him. But I was the young kid. I was like 17, 18, trying to get in the comedy club. And they was older than me, so they would let me get in. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to go in with them. But they weren't millionaires, you know. I saw Kevin before he really got big. He was still headlining, but he wasn't the Kevin that we know now.
Right.
So when I saw Kevin, I was like, oh, man. And I remember LeVar told me, because I had took some time off from comedy, and I had stayed away for a minute. I came back. LeVar was like, man, you going to mess around. And that dude right there, he was talking about Kevin Hart. He said, they're going to be that next dude. They're going to be that next nigga, man. He said, I'm telling you, man, you going to mess around and you going to miss that thing. That's what he told me. He said, man, that nigga going to sell out arenas, bruh. I said, okay. And that thing, you know, a couple of years after that, Kevin, so I saw his grind. Like, Kevin really took comedy and made it a business. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like that. I love stand-up comedy, but I like business too.
Same.
So I want to make it out. And I could tell even what you doing with it, Dante. I be watching. I say, okay, Dante got something. Even when you told me you did your podcast back then, and I watch. I sit back and I observe. I say, okay, that dude got talent. You know, he got skills. So when you came here, I knew you weren't like the rest. I knew you had a mission. You know what I'm saying? Because you taught different. You know what I mean? You came in, your approach was different. I said, he might not figure out the details of it yet, but once he get a hold of that thing, when I saw the Dante, I said, okay, you branded Dante. That's what you should do.
Right.
You feel me? Now you got the podcast. Now you got the show. So you coming in like you grinding and you greasing palm. Hey, what's up, man? And then you blow it. But you are, you know, like you building an empire. And so usually when we at the beginning stages, like we at right now, a lot of people don't see it. You know.
Yeah.
I had to learn that.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get discouraged when everybody don't see it.
Yeah.
You feel me? You just keep it going, keep it grind, keep the grind on, and then some people will start tagging along once they really see it. That happens a lot. You know what I'm saying? So with Kuttin Loose, when I'm building, because we still building, and when I'm building, you know, building a solid team, all I need is one or two people that's really solid,
really dedicated,
believe
to
in
it,
it, right? I said, look, I might not have the cheese to pay you right now, but I can give you equity in the company.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Because you're building it with me, right? That's just a business move. You know, I want to pay you thousands of dollars, but I ain't got it.
Yeah.
But I just need you to trust me. But at the same time, just like the producers that work with me, I said, make sure you put your name on the credit.
Definitely get yours.
Let's get your work out there, bro. Like, they should see who produced this, who edited this, because that's your work. You feel me? So with the YouTube channel, we came from 100 subscribers, now we at 7,000.
Hell yeah, man.
Because the grind. And I even hear some jokers, oh man, all them ain't real. No, this is the thing. You could get 7,000 subscribers, but you might only have 200 people that really support out of the 7,000. That's why you gotta have more.
It's a numbers game.
Yeah, it's a numbers game. Everybody ain't gonna support you.
Yeah, there's people. You got comedians on Instagram. If you got 500,000 followers, you go look, you get what, 10,000, 20, 30,000 likes on something.
That's
like
right.
You're never gonna get.
You're never gonna
get all of them.
Exactly.
You ain't never.
Right.
You got 7,000 subscribers and you get 7,000 views. Hey, you the truth.
You the truth. Because you know, so it's
ain't nobody doing that.
It's a numbers game, and then at the same time, I remember this one person I was going, pay them to grow the channel, right? And then find out that what else is organic. I said, okay, I don't think it's organic. You just lied to me. You know, I really want organic following. I really do the slow roll to build. You know what I'm saying? Then have a whole bunch of fake jokers. You know, trying to
they're gonna jump ship. They gonna jump ship.
They gonna be gone, bro. It ain't gonna be solid. So
that's how I feel about comedy.
Yes.
The fan base. You don't want to just start out with. Like I don't want to like go viral. I guess like you want to get big, but you don't want to go viral. You know what I'm saying?
You don't want to.
they only gonna be rocking with you for that trend or whatever that popping thing is that you did, and then you gonna fall off, and then them original 200 that's still rocking with you ain't even gonna have the motivation to get in what they
That's
deserve.
what I'm saying, because this is why I was telling Will Palomino. I told Will, because he put something out there with his girlfriend, and it went viral, right? It went, got over 100,000 views. Mm-hmm. And he was like, hey, man, we need to implement something like this, into Cutting Loose. And the other guy was like, yeah, man, boy, we need to get them freaky niggas on, what I'm saying? So I said, because what he did was freaky, you know what I'm saying? A little perverted nigga. So what he did was freaky, bro.
Shout out to Will.
So shout out to Will Freaky Tail. But anyway,
Bumba
it was it was freaky. But I told him, I said, listen, bro. I said the thing is, I said I don't want to do that because what you end up doing is have to keep doing that just to keep that particular audience. Mm-hmm. Now the audience that you got, you're gonna lose them because now you only paying attention to the freaks. Mm-hmm. You feel what I'm saying? But I want to give everybody something.
That's the whole
That's
point.
the long game. You want to be in the long game. I see a lot of older cats like OGs out there right now that's doing comedy, and they envy the Kevin Harts. They envy the Dave Chappelles and, the Chris Rocks is because they got all audiences. You feel what I'm saying? And they trying to figure out how to do it. You don't want to, like your comedy. Yeah. I love your comedy because you got the middle ground. You feel me? You like slowly becoming that Dave Chappelle and the Chris Rock because you got both audiences, right? You got white, black, everybody laughing at your jokes. You ain't just got a whole bunch of thug black niggas in the black. I got that nigga Dante funny as hell. Goddamn nigga, keep going, nigga. No, you got a mixture of everybody that like your material. You feel what I'm saying? So one thing I know God gave me is a gift to see talent, right? And I see that's why I mess with even Kenny Murray. Shout out to Kenny Murray.
Kenny gonna be on here soon, bro. I gotta get him on here. That's the #1 interviewer in Atlanta.
Listen, bro. I mess with Kenny because I see a legend in Kenny. So when I say legendary, that means you're going to step out and you're going to create your own lane, or you have the ability to create your own vein. You got the ability to do that, right? Kenny got the ability. And to be honest, Will Palomino got the that's why I keep encouraging him. I'm like, bro, no, you can really be in your own vein and create your own following. Just you got to get to know who you are on stage, right? You don't want to just blow up on the social media. I shout out to Desi Banks. I respect Desi Banks because I saw Desi Banks work on his material as a stand-up. And he had already went viral on his social media page, but he wanted the stand-up. That's why he ain't did no special yet. Because he was like, man, I don't want to do a special if it's not special.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I want that thing to be special. So he actually working the craft, even though he doing the theaters and all of that. In his mind, he needed tight. He trying to get tight. So that's what I believe. Like, okay, if I work on the videos, try to blow up in the videos, I still want to get on the road and sell shows. Yeah. And that's with your stand-up. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? That's how you gonna make the money. So while I'm doing that, I need to get tighter in my stand-up. That way I can sell it, but you gotta let the people see that you're a stand-up comedian first. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta sell that first.
You gotta sell it. Because if they don't know, like, okay, my boy, shout out to Chris Tucker. Chris Tucker, right now, it's just a new generation, they only know him for the movies.
Right.
They don't even know he do stand-up. So when they see him on they be like, oh, he a stand-up comedian? Yeah, so he pretty much now introducing a new audience to like, no, I started out as stand-up as a comedian, right? But at the same time, I saw where it can affect his ticket sales because they don't even know if he's funny in stand-up. So he going through a process where he's showing the crowd, no, this is what I do. I'm true to this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So you don't want to lose the element of stand-up, but in this game, you got to find out where you want to be, how you want to do it. I wanna tour one day as a comedian. I wanna headline,
Definitely.
right? But I'm not afraid of the process.
Right.
And I stay quiet and work.
Speaking of Chris, man, I actually had that written down to ask you. I know you had a lot of experience with him, like opening up and stuff like that. What you think about we got the Rush Hour 4 coming?
Finally.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, you might not like Trump. It was Trump that put the word out there.
You said Trump is the reason Rush Hour 4 is happening?
Yes.
That's the word.
Because look, okay, for those that don't know, Paramount just got bought.
Yeah.
Right? David Ellison, Larry Ellison, them Trump boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
is it Skydance?
Skydance.
Yeah.
So he merged with Paramount. And Trump, they all cool. Look what happened. His dad finna get TikTok US. You know what I'm saying? So they building a whole media empire up on our nose. See, I studied that because I'm building a media empire too. So I'm studying the moves. When I talked to Chris about it, Chris was like, man, because they were trying to get a deal done. Everybody didn't know they went, it took a minute for Jackie Chan to come along with it and stuff like that. Everybody didn't know that, he was really banking on this because when Chris did the Rush Hour 3, man, that check really helped him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had to do nothing else.
That's international
bag,
right? International bag.
He was good, and he's still set to this day because of that, right? So he like, man, I just need one more, right?
Yeah.
I need one more, and then guess what? Trump said, hey, we need another Rush Hour 4. He put it out there. And the next day, probably like 2 days later, Rush Hour 4 is in the works. Paramount is about to make sure that happens.
Stuff's crazy, man. It's crazy how it works.
Bro.
That's dope that you be on that. I be on that type of, I'm glad you said that. I like that you be up to the media, like entertainment business.
Yes.
I be like heavily researching that, all them mergers and stuff like that.
Yes, I do. But this is what we in, right?
Yeah.
That's how I can tell that, you building an empire. You slowly, even like I said, you might not have all the details together. And that's the thing. You're not going to have all the details. Sometimes you just got to move forward, right? So I see how you're moving. That's how I know you be on there too. Without even asking you, hey man, did you know? I could tell by how you moving. I say, okay, Dante's Inferno, he got this thing going on now, blah, blah, blah. Oh, he started a podcast, and then guess what? The podcast is Dante's Inferno podcast. You
it's all
branded.
Feed into each
you
other.
feel what I'm saying? So you branded. I'm looking at that stuff. But too, what I want to shout out, we have to think as CEOs, right?
Got to.
It is not about the title. It's about your mindset, right? But in the business world, they pay attention to all of this. You feel what I'm saying? So I haven't went to school for business, never did. But I went through life for business, right?
For sure.
So when I don't care nothing about the title CEO, but I had to start carrying it too. You feel me? And I ain't no CEO yet. Well, I am. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't think, especially people of color, don't get enough recognition for that stuff, but the people out there, they do. Like Elon, he don't care nothing about the CEO title, but he know he a CEO. He's clearly a CEO, right? He don't care nothing about no title. But he know in the business world, it's order to things. So that's why he carried the title. So like Tyler Perry is the CEO of Tyler Perry Studios. And you could tell he moving that thing, and he's still a creative, right? Kevin Hart is the CEO now of Heartbeat, and he moving like that. So I don't think we get a lot of recognition when it comes to.
Why do you think we don't like look at ourselves or others as CEO material?
Yeah, because of one. This skin color, especially in the most minds, is hard, right? It's hard, and I think we should. Like, right now, as I build Kuttin Loose, I got a couple of women of color that's working with me. But I'm going to put them out there to let them know with the titles, the COO, the Chief Operating Officer. And I tell, hey, study this. And then they study it, and they become like beasts at it, right? And then, hey, you the president, You feel me? And you handle the day-to-day operations. But at the same time, they don't know. I research every office, the CFO, the chief marketing officer, the chief revenue officer. I'm researching that junk day and night because I need to know too.
You need to know what roles these people play.
Yeah, and they position. So I can't just say, hey, come and help me out when I don't know what you're going to be doing. Yeah. But at the same time, if you want order and structure, you have to give them a title. So the thing is, the mindset is they think, well, no, I don't care nothing about it. No, you got to, it's called order. So you got to have an order, right? Like you the CEO of your own studio. Right. Then you say, okay, I need a president or I need a chief operating officer, because you do.
Right.
So if you call somebody, hey, you going to help me out? Okay, yeah, you the chief operating officer. You the COO, because you're going to handle all the operations. That's how you'll be able to still balance your stand-up and then still, because you have someone to help you with all the operations. Yeah. All right, yeah, you more strong as a producer. They might not even have the background, but, hey, you're a producer. So guess what? You'll be my executive producer. So you pulling it out of them. But what I'm doing now, I'm making it known because they think you can't do both. They think you got to just choose one.
Yeah. Kevin Hart showed everybody you ain't got to do that.
This is what I'm saying. Kevin Hart. And then I even saw with Kevin Hart, and shout out to Dwayne Johnson, because he still carried his CEO title. And as an actor and as a producer, he's still the CEO. But
I like that.
The thing is, for me, you know, if I talk to Kevin or if I talk to Dwayne Johnson or Tyler Perry, make it known. Right? Because we need to know as, hey, we could be CEOs too, right? This company ain't running itself, you know? I'm the head of it, I'm the visionary, so I'm the CEO. It's not about being all arrogant, it's about really saying, okay, we can do this, and you aspire in the next.
Yeah,
so
you know what it takes to, you have the vision of it, so it's like you know it needs to be done, what needs to happen for it to get there. So you're gonna have to be the one in control of it.
Yes.
You don't really know how to articulate your vision to somebody, but you just have it. So I can do it. I just don't know how to explain to you yet how we're gonna do it.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. I'm glad you brought that up, because wearing the CEO title, some of us don't think we can do it because I don't really know vision. But most CEOs are visionaries.
Yeah.
But you had a vision.
Yeah.
So that would make you the chief operating officer. So you get a chief. You can even get a chief operating officer, and you could get a chief business officer. Both of them handle your business. So you ain't technically handling the day-to-day operation of the business. Like my chief operating officer, she makes sure the rent is paid. You know what I'm saying? With the money, she make sure everything, the lights stay on and all of that. So what she always say, hey, I don't want to burden you down with this. I want to take this off, because she handling operations, right? So she makes sure everything, so I don't have to worry about that. So I can think creatively and I can focus on vision. You know what I mean? So you have a team and you give them a specific area to work in. They work on that and you work on this. You feel me?
Yeah.
That make you the CEO.
Gotcha.
Right. What's up? And we pushing that. You and I, we got to push it.
Got to.
And especially in the comedy realm, right? Yeah. Think about it. To be honest,
it's not that much, especially in comedy. I'm glad you said it. In comedy, especially, there's not that much black ownership of anything. Of anything.
And it's real.
I mean,
so it gotta
of anything.
It gotta change.
Yeah.
And Kevin Hart is really stepping out and changing that, right? I'm
Nate
gonna be
Jackson
real
too. I want to go check out that club.
Nate Jackson is a beast.
I want to check that club out too.
He's a beast. Now he's another one, right? You know, it's just two different levels. You know, Kevin Hart. So the level Kevin Hart on.
That's like the.
Yeah, that's the ultimate level.
As far as, like you were saying, CEO and business, I think Nate Jackson said it for, if you're a comedian and you're trying to get into the next step, like.
Yes, and he got that mindset.
Yeah.
But Kevin, man, think about it. Before the Kevin or before the Nate Jacksons, what other comedian, white or black, that you could say, okay, they known to be the CEO of their company?
Of like owning their stuff. Yeah, it was just pretty much all different platforms owning your stuff, and you just getting the notoriety from it. So I can't really think of any.
None. Cause think about it.
Before Kevin, he was like the ownership comedian. Like
He the business.
Seinfeld. That's it. That's the only one I think.
But even so, check this out.
But he probably didn't own all that stuff in the beginning.
But so check this out. They might own it, right? But I'm talking about owning it and wearing the chief executive officer. Like, you don't know that. You don't know Seinfeld business. You don't know how many people working for Seinfeld, right?
You're right about
Kevin Hart making it known. Okay, we got 60 employees now. We got Kevin Hart Studio. We got an office building. We got Kevin he really focused on business. Not just the stand up. Now some people think, okay, you can't do both. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people are built that way, and some people not. Now we say everybody built that way because everybody not.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of hats.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to learn how to balance. Like, okay, today I'm the CEO. It's just like them guys that work with me. They've been times like, okay, before we start the podcast, you're doing a lot of mic checks and stuff like that. And I remember we doing a lot of mic checks, most of them silly, you know what I'm saying, just playing. And then one time I just snapped.
Hey.
I was just like, man, check the goddamn mic, man. What y'all doing up here playing for? Like, and they were looking like, man, what the heck is wrong with you? I said, no, man, this is business for me. We trying to go. Like, y'all sit up here joking around, and it's because they don't have the responsibility that I was carrying.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So they mindset, now they understand. Now they see, okay, we in this office space, but this office space got to get paid for every month. We got to keep the lights on. You feel me? So I have to be able to turn my business mindset on. Okay, this is what we need to do. All right, we slow this month. Not much came in this month. This is what we going to do. So I have to think like that. You feel me? Like, we in the process of raising funding. I ain't never raised a fund for no type of business, but I know a lot of millionaire people. So that's who I'm reaching out to.
Yeah, man, for sure.
But
networking.
The millionaire people respect me because I knew they were millionaires, but I never came and asked them for anything.
You can't correct.
I can't correct. One, I ain't asked them because I didn't really know what I was doing.
You're right.
I didn't have no direction. I didn't have no angle.
Niggas be wanting to start up a restaurant. Hey, man, let me get $100,000 and they ain't got no business plan together.
No business plan, bro.
You ordered no French fry. Ain't got no napkins for the stuff.
None of that, bro.
Ain't got nothing.
Come in there tomorrow. Yeah, I just need it. No, you gotta have a plan. What's your strategy? We have a pitch deck. You know what I'm saying? We got all of that. We have investment meetings. You know what I'm saying? Zoom calls.
That was one of my lessons I learned with my first podcast, when my first go around with the Kuttin Media. I had the podcast Qualified to Motivate. And when I started, I was like, I'm going to do all this. I set up everything. Not realizing, I was like, hey, man, a big part of a business has to be income. You can't, it can't just all be going out. No. And so, like, now that's where I'm, like, learning with this go around. It's like there got to be that generator. That's where, the live shows and stuff come in and all that.
You gotta have a way for the money.
You gotta have the plans.
You gotta have a return. Like, okay, I'm noticing money going out, but ain't nothing coming in. Now, if you raise, let's say, $1.2 million, you gotta know where that money going, right? Like, okay, this is gonna be for the rent, for the year, but this is gonna be for the product.
Right.
How are we gonna spend this product? This is for the marketing, to push the product. You know what I mean? Now we gotta push this product. So in marketing, you end up spending like $200,000 of that.
You can spend some
$1.2 million.
Some good money on marketing. I just did a small amount for that last show, and I was like, oh, this can get deep.
Oh,
bro. You can lose yourself in that stuff right there.
You can, because this is how Meta is they're a $1 trillion company now because of the social media platforms.
Oh, yeah. We
not paying for it. Somebody paying for it. Guess who? The businesses. It got millions of people on. So as soon as, let's say, Cut a Loose website, we not finished with the website, we still building our website, and we averaging 200 to 300,000 people every month on their website. Guess what? That's numbers. That's a numbers game now. Now we reaching out to other businesses. Hey, you want to promote your thing on,
I'm having this much traffic.
Come
through.
on, man.
Yeah.
That's a business. That's how Shade Room and all of them, you know what I'm saying, they making their money. Vice Media, Barstool Sports.
I like Vice Media. I've been watching them for a while.
Yes,
They got good content. They got that real down in the pocket content.
And I was studying them deep, even on the business end when Sean Smith was running it as the CEO. And I saw how they grew up to 5,000 employees, and then now they down. Now they almost went bankrupt. So I follow people not just because I like what they do. I follow them to know what to do and what not to do.
Right, exactly.
You feel what I'm saying? So I even study other comedians that I don't think is funny.
Yeah, you got to. Any comedian, I do. I worked at the comedy club, so that's a big. I think that's one of my biggest, what do you call it? I guess advantages that I have in my back pocket is working here because you studying the ones. I think you learn more from studying the comedians that you don't find funny than you do the ones that you like. Because the ones you like, they probably doing the jokes like type of comedy you do, like similar to how you grew up and stuff. But then when you watch some comedians that haven't or that aren't in necessarily your your demographic or whatever. It really expands your horizon on it. Like the comedian that did that for me here at Helium was you heard of Randy Feltface? Yep. That was the one for me.
Yeah.
I'm blanking on dude's name. I know it's Heath, but I forgot his last name, so I hope he don't get mad at me. But Randy Feltface, his was like that one was crazy because I came into it like, man, dude bringing the puppet. Come on, right? That's how I'm thinking about it, man. I went that. Pulled up, line wrapped around.
Come on, bro.
Line out the door, it's packed in here, and then that show started, and I watched, and I did watch some of his stuff on YouTube before, so I knew I would like some. But man, I was watching all them jokes. It was well written. It was funny. I was in here rolling, bro. I'm talking about it was rocking in here. That was like one of the first 2 shows we had, and that really opened my eyes up. And dude was super nice.
Cool.
He's a really good guy.
Down to earth. I mean,
he doing that behind he crouched up he's like crouched the whole hour and a half, bro. I don't know how he. Big respect, Randy Feltface.
Big respect, man. And, hey,
who's some comedians you think that you say did that for you, where you thought not necessarily funny, but you studied and you learned, you I was bullshitting.
It's a lot of them, man. To be honest. So the first one I would say that did that for me would probably be, well, the one you said that I didn't find as funny. Right. Okay.
Well, I guess I did find Feltface funny. So I guess one I find funny that I didn't find funny that I learned from, who was somebody I don't know. You do yours and I'll come back to that. But I guess for that first one, I'll say just one that if you went into it thinking this ain't gonna be funny, and then they made you laugh with a different style of comedy than you're used to, is what I'm trying to say.
I got one. I ain't gonna say it was as a different style, but I would say I didn't think they would rock the house like they rocked the house. And he just did something here. Tony Rock. Shout out to Tony Rock. Yeah. Oh yeah. He just did something here. I wanted to come, but it was at the last minute. But Tony Rock. When I first saw Tony Rock,
he here this weekend. You can come.
That's what. Yeah. Oh, he coming this weekend. I thought he was already here.
Yeah, he was here last night. He here this weekend.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Tony Rock did that for me. Tony Rock. When I first saw Tony Rock, man, I ain't never seen his stand up, but I saw him on a TV show, and he was okay. And I knew he was Chris Rock brother, but I was like, okay, that's Chris Rock brother. So when I first saw him, he was here at Uptown Comedy Corner, the old Uptown Comedy Corner. And so he came, and I said, let me go and check him out just to see. I was like, man, I'm just going to check the dude out, just to have something to do. Man, when I tell you, that dude was rocking for 2 hours, bro. Literally, and not too many comedians can make my stomach hurt.
That's bro. That's when somebody really ripping.
I was sitting up here crying, bro. I was like, this dude is hilarious.
Yeah, he just ripped it last night. He's in there killing.
And it's easy. He just, bro.
Chopping.
He just.
He's not even trying.
He's not even trying. I was like, this dude is a beast, bro.
And he's funny. I seen him do some not improv, but like something wasn't written.
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, that was
And he
cold.
do it all the time. He just sit there and, he'll do his thing. And that's why he like comedy clubs, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. I saw him, so he really shot me. Yeah. But it's another one, you know LeVar Walker, right?
LeVar Walker. Yeah, I haven't seen him live yet.
What?
I can't wait.
So LeVar, man, he used to, LeVar know this. He used to bomb all the time, right? And he'll tell you, LeVar used to bomb at Uptown like every Sunday night. That was the boo night at the old Uptown. And that dude used to get booed so freaking much. I'll never forget this, bro. We had this called Club Shadows. They know exactly what I'm talking about. LeVar Walker. It was Club Shadows, so I think Griff, comedian Griff. I don't know if you know Griff, but Griff, he was on the radio. He was on the radio here at Atlanta, so he had his little traction going, got a little name for himself. But he used to host Club Shadows, a comedy night. But in this particular comedy night, they give you balls. They get an audience balls at the door. Give you a bag of balls. So if you ain't funny, they just throw the balls. But you give the audience balls, especially black folk, they gonna throw it if you funny or not. If you
funny, yeah.
So everybody was getting balled that night. All the comedians from Comic View, you know what I'm saying? Now, LeVar, he wasn't doing he never did Comic View at that particular time. Mm-hmm. He was a pharmacist, so he was just making it money, but he was, wanting to be a stand-up comedian. And that nigga, I'm glad he did, because that boy, hilarious. But anyway, at that particular time, his confidence went there because he was getting booed every time. And I remember I used to sit in the club just watch him get booed. I mean, as soon as he opened his mouth, it boo, boo, nigga, boo. At the Uptown, it was real bad. And so it was one night we went to Club Shadows, and I was sitting I ain't gonna lie, all the comedians were scared. Like, I was like, man, I ain't finna go. I was with them. I was sitting in the audience with LeVar, and he was like, hey, man, you about to go up. I said, man, I don't know. Yeah. Because the comedians from BET were getting booed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Ball, they were pow, pow, throwing the ball. I said, man, I ain't finna go up there where they kill my confidence. I was riding with Dexter Tucker, Chris Tucker, brother. Because I couldn't, I wasn't driving. I was young.
Yeah.
And so he took me there. And I couldn't get in there because you had to be 21. I couldn't get in there unless he took me. So I went with him that night. And he was like, yeah, I'll take you, bro. He took me. And I told him, he was like, hey, you finna get on stage? I was like, no, I ain't going up there, man. I said, they ain't doing that with ball. He said, all right, I'm going to put it like this. If you don't get on that stage, you're going to have to find your way home.
Damn.
He said, I ain't taking you home.
That's messed up.
And I was like, I said, for real, man? He said, yeah, I ain't taking you home. So if you don't get on that stage, you ain't going home, bro. I mean, you can go home, but I don't know how you going to get. So me and LeVar, I knew.
Hell of a motivator.
Yeah, I knew of LeVar. I ain't know him like that to be asking the man, can he take me home? You feel what I'm saying? I said, God, I ain't got no other choice now. I got to get on this stage. For some reason, man, because everybody that went up before me, I was like the second to last person. And it was very discouraging, bro.
Yeah.
LeVar didn't even get up there. And I said, I ain't got no other choice. I went up there, man, and I just knew I was going to get by. I was prepared.
Yeah.
Like, these niggas finna hit me.
Yeah.
So I forgot one lame joke that I thought about. I knew it was going to get, so I just tried to throw something out there because I knew they were going to. So I ain't even think about throwing my best joke out there because the confidence level was just, they were killing everybody's confidence. Yeah. I went out there, and I think I kind of remember the joke, and I was like, so what's up, y'all? And I was like, hey, how come when black folks get a new outfit, they always got a feel on themselves? Like, you ask them, hey, man, where you get that outfit from? They be like, they're right here. Oh, man, they're right here. And for some reason, them folk were cracking up. And I was like, all right, in my head, then I just kept going.
Yeah.
Then I just saw somebody in the audience. I said, okay, I'm finna join this nigga right here. And I said, I was scared because I said, if I do, I said, man, look at that nigga. I said, he was a big dude. I said, God, dog, bro. I said, you a big nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, back it wasn't no sensitivity back then. You just got doing say what you say. I said, you a big dude. I said, that nigga look like he had a C-section. God dang, nigga. Oh, fat.
Damn.
I was going in, boy. And when I tell them folk were cracking up because he had on brown or something like that. I said, you big Eminem looking nigga. Nigga look like a big
when
bowler.
all else fails,
Hey,
you know, in a black crowd, look, if you can get you a good one off on somebody in the front row that's visible, you might be good. You might.
And I did like 15 minutes. I stood up there for 15 because Griff kind of like forgot. You know what I'm saying? Because it was going so well. And then he was like, all right, nigga, come on, man, it's time to go. And it was good, man. And then I remember Dex, he was like, yeah, see, it worked for you then. But he got bald that night. So I was quiet in the car while he was taking me. I was quiet. I was just like, yeah, man. It's crazy out here in the streets,
man.
Man.
Tough ride, bro. I'm glad that hasn't happened in my young career yet where I had to ride back with somebody and one of us bombed. That'd be terrible.
That ride, boy. So I remember my strong bombing days, you know, like, you know, I only experienced it probably like 3 times. My first time, then the second time I really didn't care, and the third time I didn't care. So the times that I experienced bombing is because I really didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, bump this. I ain't put no effort into it.
You don't even... I don't know. That's what be crazy. You don't even count them as a bomb, though. Like the ones that you go up with, like at an open mic or something. There's nobody. You be like, fine. You ain't really.
I just say I count my first.
I ain't gonna lie. I care. I ain't going, bro. Y'all not about to do me. I ain't going. You laugh. I don't give a fuck. I'm getting on stage every time.
Cause I saw you be looking at the back like.
I'm gonna look at everybody in here. Wait a minute. Ain't no way y'all not laughing at this. I'm getting somebody. I know with these 5 minutes I got, I know it's something in here you gonna laugh at. I'm not getting off stage to you.
But I can tell you, man, like when the first time I saw you on stage, I was like, this dude really funny. But you were nervous. You know what I'm saying? You was sitting in the back.
Because we was at Tin Roof.
Yeah, Tin Roof. Tin Roof. Shout out to Tin Roof, bro.
Shout out Tin Roof. Long live Tin Roof Cantina.
They make it break you, bro. Like, you know, I was there every Tuesday. Yeah. I'd go up there just because I knew
it's rough in
that, you know, it will prepare you. You feel what I'm saying? Because I stayed off stage for a long time, man. I had a great run, and then I stopped. You know what I'm saying? So when I came back, that's how I met you guys.
What's so funny is like that's like technically my comeback story too is at Tin Roof, because when I moved down here I had I guess when I started stand up where I was at, I had already had a routine. Like I was in school working, so adding stand up was just like an extra hobby. But when I moved down here, it's stand up. So I was trying to jump right into stand up instead of figuring out, hey, you gotta live first. Then you gotta get you some money, get you a job and shit like that.
That's
so
what happened to me.
So I was like not really going up, and Tin Roof is the only place I would go because I met y'all, I hang out with y'all and stuff. So like laugh and scold Tin Roof kind of.
Yeah.
And Tin Roof is actually where some of like the big jokes I got now, I made them there. And it's kind of crazy. Like now I've been doing the clubs and all these different spots. Like I've been trying to get back to like those like find places like Tin Roof.
Yeah, me too. But
that's where it's
I
at.
found a couple of them. Like I found a couple of them, man. And you got to find the rooms because I saw Tony Rock interview and I don't forget who was interviewing him. They was asking him. They was
Math Hoffa joint.
Who?
Math Hoffa, was it him?
Somebody else, black guy. Shoot. I ain't gonna butcher his name.
Yeah.
I should know him, but I do know him, but I can't. But anyway, he was interviewing. He asked him. He was like, "Cause that's true, you know. Talk about the Martin Lawrence and all these great comments as they stay off stage and then they try to get back on stage. They kind of like lose their momentum. They lose their rhythm, right? And so he was saying he was like, I know like Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock, your brother. He was like, nah, see, people, what they don't know is Dave Chappelle never stayed off stage. When he stopped that show, he was still doing shows for 10 years straight. Yeah. Just doing it in random spots. Like, he'll go in a hole in the wall in Mississippi and just do 10 shows, sell them out, and work out his material. He didn't stay off stage. So the Martin Lawrences and all of them, they stay off the stage for a minute. So when they come back, it's just like, even Chris Tucker used to be like, he's still a beast, but that young Chris, because he stayed off stage for so long, but that young Chris used to come in the club and just rip it. You know what I'm saying? That young Chris.
It's just
Tucker.
like working out. It's like you stop working out for 3 months and then you go back. You can be sore as hell.
You be sore, yeah.
You be rusty, and that's how I felt when I moved down here. Like I had stopped essentially. I pretty much do like tin roof once or twice a month, and so then it's like kind of got rusty. But then you start getting back into it more. That confidence start picking back up.
Yeah. Cause that's what I'm doing now. Like even when I first started back, with the tin roofs and things like that, I go to random spots. Well, they don't know. You got to have a strategy. So my mindset, I was just trying to get back in the rhythm and the flow. I wasn't really so focused on if I had material or not, right? Now I'm in a pocket where I'm actually working the material, but being myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was being silly before just to try to make somebody laugh.
Right, now,
But now I'm slowly, so that's why a lot of spots I started going to that, y'all don't see me at.
Right.
I go somewhere.
Same.
So I could
I be off the grid with it. Bro, you don't come out. I'm still out here. You just don't know where I'm at.
I be like, Will would try to figure out, like, hey, man, where you be at, man?
You be like, you be there scared when a nigga pop up and catch you at the open mic. You be like, this nigga here? Man, I was secret. Y'all found out about this?
Come on, bro. Yeah, you be pissed off.
I gotta find somewhere else.
Yeah, I be like, God dang, man, how you find this, man? So I will go,
Nigga do open mics in Kentucky. Niggas don't know where.
Come on, bro.
Niggas don't know where
Tennessee. Nigga be in Tennessee.
I just went up there, too.
You know what I'm saying? Right.
Me and Juan.
Yeah.
Me and Juan drove all the way to Nashville. We was going to do open mic at Zany's.
Right in the cut.
Zany's ain't got no open mic.
Exactly.
We drove all the way up there.
Come on, bro.
We drove all the way up there. But look, this is how comedy worked, bro. We drove all the way up there. We was walking up to Zany's. Ricky Smiley had it sold out. We walking up to the club, and we get to Zany's, and we was about to cross the street. We're looking at the club from across the street, and this dude behind us goes, hey, y'all. He just pop out the bar behind us. He goes, hey, man, we got open mic comedy in here if y'all want to come check it out.
See.
We was like, don't Zany's got open mic? That's like, nah. We was like, we comedians in it. So we ended up getting up, doing time there. So,
see.
We didn't do Zany's. We did the mic at 8th Room across the street from Zany's. But hey.
But that's how it worked, though.
That's how it worked.
See, so like even in Atlanta, it's a lot of spots that don't necessarily be on the Discord.
On the Discord, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of them, right?
Yeah.
And then, because you gotta understand, this comedy game is like, I hate to say it, but it's a black
It's
room.
segregated. It's segregated, but I didn't realize how segregated it was.
It's bad. So you can have a lot of quote-unquote black rooms.
Yeah.
That's not on the Discord.
That's not on the Discord. That's what I've been learning.
Right.
Like, a lot of them.
And you don't see them on, and then you probably random see a flyer. You be like, man, when they did that?
Bro, you want to know something? You know Fredo? You know Fredo
Yeah.
Davis?
Yeah,
bro,
that's my
man.
boy.
That's my dog. That's my dog, bro. He put me on for real. That was like the first like all black show I ever did. I used to drive from Asheville down to Atlanta because I wanted to get into black rooms. I didn't know like I'm going to Laughing Skull and shit. I ain't know that's not. I'm just thinking Atlanta. It's all gonna be black rooms. Yeah. And then it's so crazy. I'm driving all and I'm going these places. I'm like, damn, it's pretty mixed. I'm going to mainstream rooms. And he like put me on it. I got on a show in Asheville that he did, and that was an all black show in Asheville. I'm like, damn, I've been going all the way down here, and it's some right here. But
Fredo,
what's crazy is Fredo, he, like you said, I went to a restaurant one night, just me and my girl, to get something to eat.
Yeah.
And it happened to be it was a black room, and he showed up. He's like, oh, what's up, bro? I didn't know you came to the show. I was like, yeah, let's do it. Right. I was just out eating with my girl, but like, yeah, man, we gotta.
How you meet Fredo?
That was the show in Asheville I got put on. He was hosting. So there's this guy in Asheville named Joe Green. Shout out Joe Green. He does comedy shows in Asheville, and Fredo was hosting, and I met him, and I just let him know like, hey, yeah, I'm just getting started. You know what I'm saying?
But you know Fredo history?
Yeah, I know he started like he was on was it
Common View
and Def Jam as a food stamp. Yeah, he was telling me. He looked out for me, man. Shout out to Fredo, bro. He gave me my like honestly first big look. He sent me a audition, like an audition, and I got the part. And I don't know when it's coming out, but I can't wait for y'all to see it. Come on, Unc, produced by Red Grant.
Yeah,
It's gonna
Red
be
Grant.
fire.
Yeah. I know
gonna be
exactly
fire.
what you're talking about.
Yeah, Moneybag Mafia's in it.
Yeah, they sent it to me too. I didn't show up.
Miller.
Yeah.
Might got a part in there. You could have been
Yeah,
cousin
I mean,
or something.
they sent it. They sent it out, but when they sent it out, it was like too late. I was already doing something.
Oh, I feel you.
So I was like, hey, man, because, they look out. One thing about Fredo and my brother Double D, all of them, man, they the real OGs. They look out for comedians, man. So they embraced me when I first, they were like my celebrities because I saw them on BET and stuff, the Double D, Fredo, and I had to get used to calling him Fredo because I was so used to calling him Food Stamp. But Dirty South, she's gone now. But Dirty South, Tyler Craig, he's gone too. So he was Nod, hosts, all of them. They was like the greats. And so when I saw them, they like embraced me and took me in. And Fredo and Double D, the main two, and Dirty South, that really kind of like groomed me. Like, hey, they took me on the road with them, you know what I'm saying, in different spots. And, hard run. It was hard back then, like, so they kind of like groomed me. They saw something in me and they groomed me. Tyler Craig, he was helping me with the jokes and, how to structure it and all of that type of stuff. So these guys, they different. They really kind of like, so because some in the comedy scene is competitive,
Definitely is.
So everybody think you about trying to take their stuff or you trying to take the shine and all that. But these guys, that's why I act the way I act. When I see cats, I just put them on. Hey man, what about this? What about this right here?
Ain't gonna lie. You know what I realized though? It's really not. I don't know who. I mean, it is, but it ain't. I feel like competitive.
Right.
Because I don't know. I mean, yeah, there is only a certain amount of spots.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely that. But
Yeah.
it's just timing. Like just because somebody got that spot don't mean you ain't gonna get the next one.
But you got some real insecure jokers in comedy.
Oh yeah, I ain't saying it.
So they
definitely look at it. Yeah, it's definitely looked at as competitive, but it
yeah.
don't have to be.
It don't have to be, right?
We all can eat, especially now with the internet. It's enough for everybody.
It's enough for everybody. That's how I look at it.
More than enough.
That's
for
why
everybody.
I don't even trip, man. You know what I'm saying?
And then what I really learned is just in my 2 years of being in stand-up, all your work comes from comedians anyway, so it ain't no need to be in that like mindset of that.
Like
I feel like all your big looks come from comedians.
Like I need to, once I I worked a certain circle, right?
Yeah.
But that material only worked for that circle, so I have to, when I come, like I be here whenever they do another open mic. I come through here, and basically what I'm doing, I'm working. I'm fine tuning some things and stuff like that. You can't be afraid to do that. I heard that Richard Pryor used to hit these spots, and for 6 months straight, to them he would bomb.
That's what they say.
For 6 months. And then that during 7 or 8 months they see him, he have a whole hour of killer material. That's what the confidence you gotta have, right? Like he didn't care if he ain't getting out one. Deion Cole do that too.
I like Deion Cole, bro. I can't wait to see him live.
He's the man.
Yeah.
Shout out to Deion. Deion said he's gonna come on Cuttin' Loose when he come into Atlanta. So I'm still putting it out there. Make sure you sure you come.
We're making sure we clip this. I'm gonna send you so you can have this clip.
Yeah, because he be got doing.
Hey, bro, I come through. You let me know, bro. I'll be there.
So
they go pull out his notebook, scratch your name off.
Hey, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like. You know what I mean?
His last special was funny too.
Man, that dude is a beast. But he said, okay, he'll only sell like 20 to 30 tickets when he know he got to work out his material. And he'll go to random spots. But, Dave Chappelle, they'll sell out the whole goddamn room like they doing a regular show and still.
New material.
Yeah, still just work out his material because they don't care, right? But Deion, he'll do about 20 or 40.
I feel like, though, once you get to a certain point, you're a comedian after a certain point, you should know, like, yeah, I'm working it out, but this shit's still funny. You know what I mean? Like, you got to come that, you know what I mean?
You got to, because, especially if you got an audience that people know you funny.
Yeah, that's when
it's going to still be funny.
That's when it gets rough.
You know what I mean?
I ain't gonna lie. That's that pressure. Like, when I first got down here, it's like you new on the scene, so it's just like everybody like, oh, who did? And then once it's like, nah, he's funny, and they start bringing you, yo, this dude's super funny. Y'all gonna laugh. Hey, nigga, hey, hold on, bro.
Hey, but like, bro, I'm working today.
I got the notebook out.
I remember that joint happened to me, man. When I first got on the scene, I started working because my first boo, I got booed so bad. I stayed off stage about 4 months, nigga. I ain't even know my name no more. I was like, Jeff. I was in there. Who Jeff?
Who is Jeff?
Nigga, y'all done took all my confidence. So it took me about 4 months to get back out there. I was just sitting in the back trying to get my confidence back up because they really messed me up. But when I got back up there, just started, really doing my thing. And there were times when I said, okay, I just want to work on some new material. And these jokers bring me up. Boy, let me tell you, this is one of the funniest shit. I'm like, bro, come on, I'm working on. And then when I get up there and then I'm working on my material, you force me to go in the bag and get the material that I know that work.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And these folks be really. I remember at Atlanta Comedy Jet, I went up. I said, I'm finna work on some material. And the host, I don't forget who it was, but they knew me. And they was like, oh yeah, boy, this nigga Sir Jeff here, boy. I know you. And then he brought me, man. But I didn't know the host knew me like that. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, I was like, yeah, he don't know me. You know what I'm saying? Like blah blah blah. And nigga said, hey man, this a vet, man. This dude's so funny. I said, God dog, bro. And then when I went up there, and I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of like insecure a little bit because I knew I was working on some jokes. And I remember this one lady, she was sitting up front and she was just laughing at everything. I'm talking about hard. She was like, ah! So I thought she was trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? So I started joning the lady. I was like, oh, you trying to be funny with them 2 teeth? You got 2 teeth in your... And they were like, hold on, man. She like what you doing. But I went off because I thought she was being funny because I was like she was laughing at every goddamn thing, and I ain't hear her laughing at nobody in the crowd. So I was sitting on the side. I ain't hear nobody laughing. Like, that was a rough night with nobody laughing. So for me to go out there and then this lady said, ah! Woo! That boy funny here, boy! I said, okay, she trying to be funny.
Everybody from Tin Roof, that's where the evil came from. That's
the
where it come from.
That
insecurity. You go to
bro.
Tin Roof being there bombing, all you hear in the back. That's funny.
Oh, yeah,
this
yeah.
This nigga evil, bro.
Hey, you already know. Yo, that's funny. Hey, look, bro. Look.
Bro, you don't know, because I've seen people on stage, and he be backstage making fun of people. He be like, that's funny.
Bro.
And all the comedians is laughing at him saying that to that person joke bombing.
Bro.
But the person on stage, they see everybody laughing, so they sitting there thinking that they joke is working.
Yeah, they do.
And them niggas is bombing, and they don't know it all because of him. He evil, bro.
But listen,
evil, diabolical.
But my attention was pure. Because let me tell you something, bro. Because the bombing do be funny.
Nah,
like,
bro, damn you, bro.
No, listen. But listen, think about it. You get up there and them jokers, all you hear, and especially when they think the joke really funny, man, you can tell. They were like, and they'll tell the punchline, they'll look. Everybody be quiet. See, nigga, you laughing up. That joke be funny. I'm like, ha!
I hate this nigga.
That's funny. That is funny. I don't go laugh because I'm laughing at the bomb. Nigga, when I bomb, I laugh at myself. I be like,
man. I think I'm really pissed off because I fell for it the first 2 times. I'm gonna stay. That's funny, Jeff.
Hey,
I'm gonna keep that.
hey,
Nigga, this shit was terrible. Yo, I mean, the first couple times I came down here, that nigga was like, nah, that one funny. I ain't know.
Yeah,
I
bro.
ain't know he was messing with
Cause
me.
the joke was funny. Like, bro, like it's certain people. Like, one thing I like, we talk about Kid and Murray earlier. I'm bringing that nigga name, but I brought it up in the Nate podcast too. Nate Lowe.
We fucks with Kenny.
Bro, Kenny, he would do the same material every time. It don't matter who he will work that darn material. And like I told him, when I first did my festival, Kenny went on the ticket, but I just put him up. I said, yeah, Kenny, go on here to get it. And I put Kenny up, and I wanted the crowd. Because I ain't know what Kenny, it was packed. It was packed, right? So I ain't know what Kenny was going to do. So I warned him. I said, listen, This next comedian I'm bringing up, I'm letting you know now. He's special. But y'all show him love because to me, he's funny. But like I said, I don't want to put it out there and then people be, but to me, he is hilarious, right? Kenny got up there and destroyed, bro.
Murdered.
He murdered. And half of them folks, they were like, some of them people were like church folks. So Kenny jokes ain't church. You know what I'm saying? Kenny
Not
got some rough jokes.
Yes.
And he had them church folk laughing. And he gained a few fans after that. I was like, okay, I wasn't expecting that. I mean, folk was like literally, darn them finna give him a standing ovation.
Yeah.
It's because he worked his material so much, like he know, okay, it's gonna work in this crowd. And this other white coming, Andrew Gale. You know Andrew Gale? Crazy nigga.
I think so. I ain't met
He
him yet.
one of the craziest, whitest comedian. Bro, Andrew Gale, because he used to be at Tin Roof all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But Andrew Gale got these crazy jokes, like the way his mind works is really bad.
Like
but I
dark.
knew, it's very dark. But I knew what he was doing. He was trying to figure out what didn't work. So I told him, I pulled him, I said, hey, bro, make sure,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Crazy
know,
guy.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
So
now.
I said, okay, the ones that you get a little smirk, a little laugh at, you put that down. You know what I'm saying? So he'll do like back-to-back jokes just to see if it gonna laugh, and probably probably 1 out of 5 work. And then he'll take the one that worked, he'll put it down, and he just told me, I just saw him this past Sunday at a spot that I was working out material. And he was like, man, listen, I just had a show, and when I tell you I murdered for 10 minutes, he said, because I took that advice, I took the jokes that I knew that worked, and I used everything that I knew that worked on this crowd, and he killed that thing.
Yeah, that's how you do.
So he don't care. He really don't care if he know he bombed. Like he be nervous and stuff like that, but he know he be bombing. And then he'll get the joke that he know that work. He'll record it and then work that thing. So I said, man, you know what? That inspired me because I had to get back because I'm at that level where I don't, I just throw stuff out there.
Yeah.
Even if I saw Kenny, I get on Kenny for like 6 minutes. You know what I'm saying? But they don't know I'm working out material in my head even with Kenny because he's my homeboy.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Even with Will. Like, I done told a couple of Will jokes. Like, that nigga did my brakes, and when he did my brakes, now my door won't close.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's a true story.
Bro, I wish you was at Sunday, man. We had the damn...
At Punchline.
Bro, we had the damn Tin Roof killers in there.
So
Tin
I
Roof
supposed to
Part
came.
2.
Yeah, I supposed to came, but I had to record a podcast.
I know how that is.
But that jump messed me up but this Sunday I'm finna start getting back out there in Punchline just to work out some material.
It was last minute. They hit me the day of to host it.
Yeah. Will told me,
That
Will
joint
was like,
fun. Will had a good set.
He told me
Will had a good
because this
set.
is what he doing now. The same thing I'm just talking about with the white guy. He putting the things together that work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I said, Will, you got to take it more serious. So he say he taking it serious. I said, boy, you ain't taking it that serious. You know what I'm saying? You just going up and randomly doing stuff. I said, no, you got to take it serious. So Will is finna be a beast in about a year.
Yeah, I think so too.
You feel me?
It's been a while since I've seen him. Probably damn near. I won't say a year. Probably damn near a year. But bro, he got up there. He was rocking. He was hitting. Everybody, bro. Like that's what made the night so fun. It felt like it was like a reunion. Like I hadn't seen it. Like I don't really see everybody that much. And then when I went down to Punchline, it felt like Tin Roof was all in there. It's like Andre, everybody. It was crazy, bro. Everybody gonna think that I put them up, but the bucket literally picked.
Wow.
Like pretty much like that whole
Yeah,
crew.
the whole
they used to
crew.
be at Tin Roof. It was Andre, Case, Kenny, Will. I was there. Gomez.
What?
Well, Gomez didn't get picked, but no, I pulled his name out the bucket later on that night, and he had already went up. Yeah, like literally the bucket just. I was like, oh yeah, this was our night for real. And then T.I. and K-Dub came through.
Oh, they came through again? Yeah. Okay, yeah. T.I., shout out to Tip.
Yeah.
He's getting better with his material too. So
K-Dub gonna be here 4th.
Yeah, K-Dub is a beast, but let me tell you, we can put it.
Oh man.
Well, let me tell you. I couldn't stand.
We ain't even got.
I couldn't stand K-Dub for the longest, bro. K-Dub, man, I love K-Dub. One K-Dub is definitely a beast on stage.
Period. Point blank.
He's like, his jump just easily, like, K-Dub is a beast, man. He a monster, right? And but K-Dub, the way he show love, you'll think that he don't like you.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. I've heard. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah, okay,
he show that tough love.
Yeah, that's what yeah.
You think K-Dub don't like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember I used to go to the spots with K-Dub hosting, and I know that nigga host. I said, I ain't getting up. Ain't anybody got time for him, man. Like, you ain't finna. What if I have a bad set and you just make it worse? Like, So K-Dub and Nod, they was the two that you didn't want to go up when they host, because they will embarrass you. If you don't do good, even if you do good, they gonna say something. Like, they gonna find something to say about you. But K, I'll never forget.
That's what Moneybag and them was saying.
I saw K, and he was hosting one night. And I was like, man, bumping, I'm just going to go up. Like, because I used to watch K-Dub and see how he treated other comedians when they got off stage. I said, I don't even want to go up while that dude hosting. So I said, you know what? Bump it. I'm going to go up. So he was like, hey, you going up? I said, yeah, man. What's your name? I said, Sir Jeff. He's like, all right, I got you. And then he went up. He was hosting and bringing people up. And niggas, everybody wasn't doing good, so he was just roasting everybody that night, like going in. So I came to K-Dub again. I said, hey, I changed my mind. I said, scratch me off the list, bro. I ain't going up. He said, what you mean you ain't going up, nigga? I said, I ain't going up. I said, it's simple. Just don't call my name. He like, oh, okay. All right, I got you. That nigga went up and roast me for 30 minutes, bro. This little nigga think he Eddie Murphy or somebody he ain't going up. Nigga, who you think you is? Like, he was doing like jokes that hit below the belt. Like, he was going in. Oh, little black nigga, this look like a little turd. Look at this nigga coming up here looking like a little turd. And back in the day, I had big clothes on. This nigga, nigga clothes eating him up, nigga, little head, nigga. I was like, bro. God, for 30 minutes, here I am, like, how you embarrass you, but you still try to laugh and play it off. You like, ha! Your lips all dry. Nigga,
shit shaking.
Your teeth all, your tongue is stuck to your teeth.
What you looking at? Ain't nobody behind you. Ain't nobody. You against your back against the wall. Ain't nobody behind you.
Nigga up there shaking. And I'm up there, nigga, you crazy in the morning.
Hoping ain't nobody recording.
Boy, I could stand. After that, I was like, I can't stand that nigga. I said, bump this nigga. And he was just still good, though. I just didn't like that dude.
I haven't got to see him live. And I was this close to getting on the show with him back in Asheville, so I can't wait to see him.
Sorry to hear that, man. I'll just play. No, but K is a beast, bro. Like, he a beast. And, when T.I., people don't know, man. T.I. used to be at Uptown, like, faithfully.
Yeah.
That's how I met him. Like, he would just be up, and then sometimes he'll get up, just jump on stage because he T.I.
Yeah.
And Joan, you know what I'm saying? He'll have a Joan session with them jokers. So, like I told him, I said, I knew one day you were going to end up just getting on stage. You know what I'm saying? So his love for it, I saw the passion for it. And I remember when I first heard he got on stage, and I came back and I saw him at he just popped up at Atlanta Comedy Theater, just like he just pop up randomly. So he popped up. I pulled him. I said, Tip, why the heck you doing stand up, bro? Like, why are you doing this? You don't have to do this. I said, nigga, you serious? I said, nigga, you made a whole album called I'm Serious. Why are you telling jokes?
Right.
He was like, well, brother, it ain't even about that like therapy to me, bro. Like you know, like he ain't.
So I just saw him like developed. Like he don't, at first he was like getting on stage. If somebody say something about him, he very ready to fight.
Yeah.
Now he cool. He'll sit back and let jokers joke and stuff like that on him. But now I can say I don't know. But the last time I seen Tip over there at Cats, he did his thing.
He did.
I was like, okay, Tip, I hear you, bro. Like he literally. And Erica Duchess, he hang around a crew of killers.
Yeah.
You feel me? Ha Mafia. All them a beast, bro. Mm-hmm. And for him to hang around, he ain't got no other choice but to be a beast. He hanging around beast.
Yeah.
Shout out to
that's Fat Man Deezy and all that.
Fat Man Deezy just got
That's the whole point is, surround yourself with some.
Cause Fat Man Deezy, he stayed off of the scene for a minute and came back. And he came back like crazy with it. So Fat Man Deezy, man, shout out to him. Like he's a beast too, bro. Yeah. Like I told him, like when I first saw him, I said, bro, you a legend. He was like, man, appreciate that, bye. Like appreciate that, man. Like he just a real dude, man.
Yeah.
He looked at Will was talking, man. He said, man, shut up, man. I said,
what?
I said, Will,
damn.
I said, Will, just leave him alone, bro.
Damn, yeah.
Cause Fat Man Deezy, he about that street life.
Yeah,
he still,
he got that demeanor about him. It can be jokes.
He's serious,
know what I'm saying?
Dude. And when you see him on the side, he ain't no normal comedian just gonna sit around and joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll sit around, we'll be joning and nigga, look at that. He be like,
shit,
man, nigga, sit down somewhere, nigga. The way he told Will. He said, nigga, you always talking, nigga. You talk too much, nigga. I was like, Will. Will was like, well, God, dog, what I do to you? I said, Will, just leave it. Fat Man Diesel.
Say sit down somewhere, go on, get out their way,
just
bro.
Get out of the way.
About to do something to you.
Diesel got on stage. I did a show with Diesel, man. That nigga got up there he was mad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because there wasn't that many people in there. He's like, man, I don't give a damn, man. I said, what the heck? He said, I don't care nothing about nobody in here. I said, boy, he was dead.
Oh, yeah.
He was dead serious.
Move around him.
And still told.
Move around him.
And still told two of his real jokes. But the other 10 minutes, he was expressing how he didn't want to be there.
That'd be crazy.
I said, yeah, leave that nigga alone.
That would make the audience uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be.
I called him on the phone. I said, D, what's going on? We talked about a whole hour. He was like, man, like I don't even care nothing about these niggas. Like these niggas think this a game, man. Like these niggas, man, bop these. I was like, okay, bro. Man. I said, I get it, man.
With how long you been on the scene? Like, how would you say? What do you think has changed? I guess the comedy scene in Atlanta the most. What do you think has flipped it on it? Like, what do you think has changed the most?
Ooh, what changed the most, man? I think. Especially back then, the internet wasn't as permanent as it is now. Mm-hmm. And the internet is really like causing the OG comedians to feel a certain type of way with certain comedians. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Because they forced to do the internet. Like, it's like if you don't do it now, if you don't build your social media presence, you ain't selling out no show, you know, right? You definitely ain't headlining, so that BET clout that they had back then,
it's over with.
It ain't working no more. So they forced to I know a couple of them that's still working, but it's hard. Like, when we had Rodney Perry on our podcast, he was explaining they all know each other. They all kind of came up together. So it's just different levels. So some of them. I know some comedians that are only making like $200,000 a year. But if you ask a new comedian that been doing it, 1 or 2 years, they'll be like, man, that's good. But to them, it's not. Yeah. Because they know the Michael Blacksons, they're making $6 million a year. They know Gary Owens, they're making $8 million a year. You feel what I'm saying?
10 shows and he can't hit one.
See what I'm saying? They know, so it's kind of like they seeing it on a different level because these guys that they came up with.
Yeah, you think it's kind of like they're seeing dang, these little young niggas ain't even as funny as us and they get into that bag.
Yeah. But because of the internet. So you can tell some of them, they have embraced it. Like Mike Epps, he embraced it. Okay, he show a lot of love to the DC Young Flies and all of them because he embraced the internet. But like LeVar Walker, he been in the game for a minute. He embraced it. He just started doing the internet. He was like, man,
Bump that stand up, man. Listen, you need to get on the internet.
So like he told me like, cause he got like almost a million followers on Facebook, and he got over 200-some thousand on Instagram. And he told me one time, Facebook paid him more than he had a show that weekend, and Facebook paid him way more than that show was gonna do.
It's crazy.
You feel what I'm saying? So like he doing the podcast, he doing the internet, he like consistently on the internet, just killing it and building that following. So he just embraced it. He was like, this is just a new wave. So you gotta now. I do want most of them kind of like separate. Like you're a comedian because you make people laugh.
Right.
So just because you don't do stand up don't mean that you're not a comedian, right?
I beg to differ.
No, see, look, let me tell you.
I got you. I've heard this argument before.
So, what is a comedian?
Someone who performs comedy in front of a live audience. That's what I think.
That's your definition.
Yeah.
But if you look up the correct definition,
Yeah.
it's someone that make people laugh.
Right.
Right? So that's the correct definition. But this is why we have to kind of like try to separate it. Because Will Ferrell never did stand-up comedy. But in the movies, he's hilarious. He did improv.
Yep.
But never did stand-up.
Right.
So a stand-up comedian, they sit on that stage and tell jokes a whole hour or 30 minutes or whatever and have you cracking up as a stand-up comic. But an average joker on the internet that making people laugh on the internet with their skits can't do that on stage.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm saying? But I think they get a little offended when you say take the comedian away from them. Like saying, they're not a comedian, but they making people laugh.
Like I said, live audience. So I think anybody who does stand-up or improv,
Yeah.
you're a comedian. Because you can do it real time. Like I can make you laugh in real time right in front of you.
You would
I
just
feel
say
like
you're a
if you wanna
stand-up
do-
comedian.
If you want to do that, I feel like if you're doing the content or anything else, you can just say comedic actor, or you can say you're a content creator.
So you would some of them but that's true. That's true. But there would be considered our well, I can say that's true too, because you do got to be in a live audience. Like even back in the day, court jesters, they was in front of live audience making people laugh. So I would say that. But some of the internet comments, I just say, or content creators, they feel a certain type of way. You know, like what's his name? What's his name? You called him Big Worm on Friday.
Face on Love.
Face on Love. Face on Love be killing the country Waynes and all of them.
Oh, yeah.
And they be thinking he be
frying.
Yeah, he be frying.
Man, that nigga ain't funny. He ain't no comedian.
No, that's stupid. 'Cause he does stand up,
Yeah, he do.
and I've seen him live, and that nigga ripped.
Yeah.
So
To my country.
yeah, man.
Yeah, country
Wayne,
did
I think he's probably just the one that's got people the most mad because he probably got the biggest bag off
because
that
that boy built a business, man. He like
they don't understand. He has basically a TV show on Facebook from 10 years ago that's been on. So just like him getting residuals from a sitcom, he's been getting that since 2015 because we've been, you know what I'm saying? I think they don't understand that yet.
he figured it out.
Yeah, he did. He cracked the
So
code
Country Wayne, shout out to him
for sure.
on that internet space. Him, Desi, DC Young Fly, all of them, Mojo Brooks, they really like take this thing.
I've been wanting to ask, does Philip Hudson do stand up? Do you know have you seen him do stand up before?
If he ain't doing it, he finna do it.
I was gonna say he should. He's hilarious.
Yeah. So that's the thing. They end up trying like what's his name?
Funny Marco. He getting down now. He on stage.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
He actually is selling out shows now. He done came to Cat's Cafe.
Oh hell yeah.
And I have seen him just sit in the back, you know. Now, you know, a real comic could be skeptical of somebody like him just never getting on stage, just sitting in the back. You know, like it was a thing back in the day with Robert Williams. They say he was still material.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, for a comic to just keep coming, like me, I done sat in the back like for 4 months just to get in the rhythm, get my, you know, confidence to get on stage. That don't mean you actually stealing jokes, but like I had a joke that was similar to Chris Rock's, right? And I didn't know. Like I watched Chris Rock stuff, but I didn't watch all like his material.
Yeah.
So I had a joke idea because that can happen. You know, you have similar ideas.
Yeah.
And my joke was like, you know, there's a difference between, I said, you have black folks and then you have niggas, right? Then I named the blacks and, you know, powerful black folks. That's why I say powerful black folks. I stopped doing the joke because after they told me Chris Rock, and then I went and saw it, I was like, oh, shoot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So powerful black folks and then you have powerful niggas. And I said Barack Obama was a powerful black person. P. Diddy was a powerful nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I say Martin Luther King, Oprah Winfrey, powerful black person. But Tyler Perry, a powerful nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that was my, you know, but in my head, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Then I said, you know, who else? And I said, okay, Malcolm X is a powerful black person. But Donald Trump, a powerful nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that was my joke. But Chris Rock had, I forgot, it was something about you have niggas and you have something.
I love black folks, but I hate niggas.
Yeah, something like that. So when I went back and saw it, because another comic said, you know, Chris, he said, it ain't the same, but it's kind of like similar. And I literally didn't know that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I honestly think the whole joke stealing thing, I really do think it was just before internet and TV. I think we're all the same, bro. Like, you're not about to come up. How many times have you, like, thought of something funny, right? And then you were like, or you seen a video on Instagram and it was funny, and you about to go type a funny comment. You hit the comments, and somebody done typed out that exact thing, exactly how you was about to spell it. Like, nigga.
Dude, I seen it happen many.
I think it's just the internet now. It's like people have similar jokes, and now that the internet's out, it's like you can go and say, "Well, I put the video first, so you stole my shit."
Yeah,
I think that's all.
But that's a real thing. And then you do have some of them that not as creative will sit back and, you know,
Bareface had a comedian tell me he steals jokes, cause I ain't even gonna lie to you, I couldn't make this up. Fucked me up. Can't even look at it the same. Every time I look at him now, I'm just like,
seriously?
So I ain't gonna say it on camera, but I'll tell you after. I'm dead ass, bro. Looked me right in my face, told me. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Well, no, that is a real thing though. I have seen. I ain't gonna say his name, but it's a known comedian, right? Known comedian back in the day. I was trying to work out a joke on the stage. And it didn't work as well, you know, well as I wanted. I don't forget what the joke was because I really throwed it away after that night, especially what he did.
Yeah.
So he got on stage, like, not right after me, but a little bit after me. And he told the same joke that I was trying to tell. But in his case, he said he did that so he can show me how to work the joke out. So he got on stage and actually told the same joke. And then he was like, see out there, and then you put this punchline right here, and you see, and everybody would laugh, and it was a great joke. Then he got off stage. And I was cool with it because this is a comedian I look up to. So I was like, oh, man, okay, that's good. He helped me out. So the next day, I went, they ain't know I was there. I ended up coming there, and he was headliner. And he ended up doing my joke. So I was like, okay, nigga, you still trying to teach me how to?
Class still in session.
Yeah. So I saw him after the show. I was like, man, boy, I said, man, you already know you good, man. You a legend to me, man. He was like, yeah. He ain't even mentioned it, you know, nothing about the joke.
Didn't say nothing about it.
Then I saw him a couple of more times. Then he was on TV. Who Got Jokes with Bill Bellamy. Told that joke. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. So I sat there and watched him kind of like take an idea.
And just work your joke all the way out.
I mean, because he was like, hey, nigga, I got to get it. So that's why some of them end up hiring writers and stuff like that.
I ain't gonna lie, I might go upside a nigga head if I hear my joke, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, I mean, cause especially if you working on it. And,
bro, I brought these jokes all the way from North Carolina.
Yeah,
I ain't about to. I might have to go upside your head about that,
But
man.
you got them out here. That's why sometimes
they're out there.
You got to put it on the internet, kind of like,
That's proof. Hey,
like,
hey, nigga.
With that thing with Cedric the Entertainer and Cat Williams,
Because he immediately pulled a receipt. Like, no, look, there it is, right there. Oh, man.
Right,
it's hard to make it seem like you didn't take something with somebody.
It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
That's why I record all my sets, nigga. Y'all better not steal none of my jokes. I got every. Nah, bullshit.
You got to have. But at the same time, again, you can have a similar idea. But this is the problem that Cat that Cat didn't mention, and Cedric didn't mention. When you really get down to details, both of them still ain't mentioned it yet.
Well, they took it from somebody else.
Exactly. It was a joke writer that wrote the joke.
Man.
You feel what I'm saying? She put it out there. It was a female. She put it out there. But I know she put it out there trying to get some clout, but it ain't work for her. But still, she wrote the joke. You know what I'm saying? So she was like, how he gonna tell somebody that he stole it? No, nigga, you stole my joke. Nigga, that was I wrote that joke. What? So she wrote the joke for Cat. You know what I'm saying? Now, that what happened too. Once they get to a certain level, you have joke writers.
Yeah.
I know Chris Rock got them, you know what I'm saying? And Kevin,
Everybody who's ever really. That's what I wonder where it got weird at. Because it was cool to have writers like Eddie Murphy, his first special, was it a lot of the Keenan Wayans, Robert
Delirious.
Townsend, a lot of them helped write like that. And then it's like you get to, I think, that era of around. I honestly think it was the rappers. I think rappers made it not cool.
They made it
for
weird.
Comedians and for everybody. You know what I mean? Because
I think too
everybody had Paul Mooney.
Paul Mooney. Yeah.
Everybody had writers.
Bernie Mac.
So why did everybody? I feel like the latest comedian that got hate was Kevin. He was like, I feel like the last comedian
he got a lot
hated on for having writers.
Yeah.
So.
He got a lot of. But I think too, because this is the thing. So even if, let's just say you and I are working out a joke, I come and got a joke and you just give me, you help me pitch it up or whatever. Then you go and say, yeah, I wrote that joke for Jeff. No, you help me pitch it up, right? You tune the joke up for me. You got some of them saying they wrote the joke, and that's basically what they did. Like Kevin Hart boys really be helping him tune up the jokes.
Yeah, like he'll bring him his stuff.
Right. So that's why if you look at the credits on the end of his special, he say,
Harry.
Harry. But he called them creative consultant. That's their title, because he'll throw something out there and then, so they'll help him pitch it up. And then you have some that'll actually just give you the joke, They wrote the joke and you say it and you deliver the joke, which Richard Pryor did that with Paul Mooney, you know what I'm saying? So I don't see anything wrong with it because I look at it like as actors, right?
Yeah.
Denzel ain't write most of the movies Denzel been in, he ain't write not one script.
They might do 2-3 lines.
Yeah.
A scene.
That's it. But he acted it out, and we still say he one of the greatest actors out there.
Yeah.
Right? Tom Cruise ain't write nothing.
Right.
You feel me? He just act. So they still say he one of the greatest action actors we ever seen. So that's how I look at it. So they don't get criticized. But a comedian and a rapper, they would get criticized. You feel me? Like, oh, you ain't really write that. Okay, but that person that wrote it probably couldn't perform it like that person that...
I think about it might just be black people. I just thought about
It is, though.
I just thought about it.
I didn't want to say
I was
that.
sitting there thinking about it. It's just us niggas.
I didn't
man.
want to say that.
I was sitting there thinking, I was like, you don't know Adam Sandler and nobody get into it about who wrote what.
Yeah, they don't.
I don't like it.
None of well, you know.
Well, Robin Williams, they said he
they
was just straight.
stealing.
Nobody cared though. Nobody said nothing to him. I guess everybody just let because every documentary you watch, they all say that about Robin Williams.
Yeah.
He just stole that shit. And they didn't even.
Now Joe Rogan, he made it known. Joe Rogan
wasn't going for that shit.
Joe Rogan was like,
he put that.
I mean, he just stole my jokes.
Yeah,
you know, like
he wasn't.
He mad because he work on his stuff. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of them, especially when they get to a certain level, they can afford. Like Adam Sandler, he got guys that give him jokes. He don't have time to so you want to go on the road, and I think Mike Epps even had a couple of writers. So I don't think anything wrong with it. Well, ain't nothing wrong with it, but
I think what it is or maybe this could be part of it, is maybe a comedian like you said, I might have gave you a one tag or something.
Tag.
But I get the writer's credit. So it'll say, oh, so this person wrote for you, and I think that comedian gets offended. Like, no, that ain't how it really happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's just because it says writer as the credit.
Yeah.
So I think that could also play into it, and then get mad like, nah, like.
Or just be creative consultant like Kevin Hart gave them.
Yeah.
Because if you say creative consultant, it don't say writer.
Don't say writer.
Because like Kevin Hart last 3 specials, you'll see written by Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Creative consultant by Harry and Joey.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the smartest way to do it. If you don't want them to be like, oh man, you ain't writing that because Cat Williams, that's why that Cat Williams just got off tour. Now he on another tour. Now he gonna be on another tour next. He finished all that material. Now he got other material.
Right.
He don't even work out at clubs no more. He don't even work out.
I've always wondered that. Like,
he don't.
how do you, how at that level of new tour, it's already started, and you already got the next hour without having to because I feel like with me, like, I gotta live like basically not do stand up for a couple of days, weeks, so you can find out material and stuff. So I don't know how they do. Like, that's crazy to be on tour year round and the tour not stopping and the next one start back up and you're doing a whole new hour with no workout in between, no drop-ins in clubs.
It can mess you up too though, because if you're looking at some of the comments when they do it like that, even Cat, they were like, oh, you hear a lot of people say, oh, he don't have it. That show was boring.
Because you ain't.
You ain't work out. You don't even know. You first testing out your material in a darn stadium.
Yeah.
What the hell?
While you filming for Netflix.
Like, how you do that, bro?
Right.
So that's too much confidence.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then I feel like you're only doing current events at that point.
Yeah, that's it.
Because you ain't did nothing. You've been on the road this whole time. You've been doing nothing but standing.
Right. Current events, that's another way to just write. You know what I'm saying?
That's all I use it for. Because that's never your best joke. It seems like your best jokes is always that you personal stuff. So that the current events jokes, that's just like I feel like that's what comedians should put out is clips.
Yeah.
Your current events jokes.
Current events jokes. That's what what's his name? Josh.
Yeah.
He's killing it.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
He's killing it.
He's
bro.
putting out he basically just shoots a special every week for his. Or not shoots a special every week at his shows. Like, he'll pick one of the days.
That's it.
Just drop one of his shows every week.
Trump, he's
It is a bit more relaxed for my taste, for my liking. But he's killing.
Trump.
See, the problem.
The problem with most people is that, Trump and Elon got into it.
I do like those comedians like him and Roy Wood Jr., the ones that can, really hit that political material.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I'd care enough or know enough about politics to really get into all that stuff. I can make a president joke or whatever joke, but I don't.
Some rooms will really help you like that, man. Because some rooms you'll feel pressured to bring material. And, because you look at all these other guys, they go up there and rip.
Yeah.
And some room like a tin roof, you could just pretty much work it, right?
Just get
like,
down.
I was in a vein where I was just like a Josh and all them. Something could happen that day, and I end up just talking about it on the stage. And then I got in some rooms where I can't do that. I'm like, oh, nope, I got to come prepared. You know what I'm saying? I gotta really do it. Not getting paid for it, but I always tell, like I told Case Hand, them like the main rooms, you gotta recognize the main room. This is the main room.
Yeah.
Every comedy club is considered a main room. So if you really want to, because I saw, a couple of comedians like Case Hand, he'll go, he used to go to Punchline all the time. And actually, it seemed like he'd be working on his material, but it seemed like he just up there bombing, I said, it's okay if you okay with that, right? But if you're trying to get opportunity, you go to these little bars and work on that material. When you go to the main room, you kind of like work on the polish. That way you can get booked.
Yeah.
If somebody see you, because these producers and directors, they ain't going to the bars, to find talent. They gonna come right up in the main rooms, and they'll sit in the back. We're like, that's how Mike Epps got discovered by Ice Cube, sitting in the back. Hey, bro, you funny. You know what I'm saying? I like you.
I think even when you test the material, go hard though.
Go
Every
hard, yeah.
time,
Just
because for that reason.
man, come on, bro, because you never know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So make up your mind that like, even though I'm testing it, I'm gonna do my best.
Do it, like still perform it. I think that's the problem. People forget you got to perform the new material instead of just doing it.
Cause like you been here, and as soon as you got on stage, some opportunity just start opening up for you because of your mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even I see you work on your material, but you still be like, you know what I'm saying? You be like, okay, I like that. You know what I'm saying? But that junk, like, I never seen you bomb. You feel what I'm saying? Like I always see you get up there and work your material. Like you working your material, you know what I mean? So that right there, a lot of cats don't have, So you will be like, especially when the up and coming comic. I remember I did the Carlos and Hooch podcast.
Yeah.
And they were asking me, some of the up and coming comics who I think there's kind of like I see that can be like that next thing. And you was one of them. I said, Dante, because I see him. You were one and Kenny. You know what I'm saying? Will didn't make it in that group yet.
You didn't even have to say it. You could have just not.
Not yet. Now he does now. He used to always say, man, I don't know why niggas be thinking I just be bombing like that. I said, because you was. you were bombing everything because you ain't put no effort in it. And they see that. So now he's like we giving him tasks, like, Will, use that right there too, use that. And he listening now. That's the thing. He wasn't listening at first, so that's why he was bombing like he was bombing, because he wasn't listening. When we'll sit there. I mean, a lot of them, Bobby, everybody pull Will to the side and try to help him out with his material. And he'll still do the same thing. Now he actually listening. So he told me Sunday, he texted me. Yeah, so Dante host, and I went up. Man, I killed. I had a killer set. I said, okay, Will. I said, just stay low, brother, because you might have a killer set that Sunday, and the next Sunday you about to kill yourself.
Hell yeah, that shit's real, bro. That's crazy how that'll go and stand. And it's usually like it's kind of like you deserve it. Usually, it's like usually a bomb will come after a string of shows where you was, and you probably done got too cocky.
Like Case Hands, when I first saw Case, and he told me he was like in the drama and stuff like that, the theater, they help you. And I could tell because like his presence and how he presented himself, like he already looked like a professional, right? Just, because some people, even if they working on their jokes, their stage presence might be sucking, K-Dub used to be like that, And he worked on his stage presence. Like he'll be killing on stage, but his stage presence was just like always looking down and stuff like that, like shy. But he started actually working on his stage presence, so it go along with how you hold the mic, and you know what I'm saying. Like I can't stand niggas be doing comedy and you be and the mic be always down here. So nigga, what up? Like,
I can't stand they got that more mashed into their mouth.
Yeah, then the niggas that be, then you got other niggas.
Or you got Abdul, that freaky nigga. He hold the mic freaky style like that, bro. Somebody Somebody said something about that in the comments, bro. In the last episode, y'all go back, look at the last episode. That nigga Abdul got that motherfucker. That nigga goddamn boy.
Shout out to Abdul.
That nigga Abdul, boy.
Now, that's another one I meant to mention.
That nigga arthritis get to acting up when.
That's another one I meant to mention. Abdul is another legend.
Oh yeah, he a beast.
He's a beast.
He's on
bro.
his way, yeah.
Now that dude definitely on his way. His writing style. I mean, I remember he told me. He said his idea at first he was just gonna write for comedians. You know what I'm saying? And then he started doing it. So he got his own little.
He got his own style.
Like that dude came and did my show. And he wasn't even supposed to go up. I just, I said, hey man, go and do 5 minutes and bring me up. And he went up and bombed on purpose. I said, dude, what the heck? I mean, he had, the Flint, Michigan crowd. It was like 40 of them there that night. And this dude, talking about, I said, yeah. So I can't really say he was bombing because he was just offensive. Yeah. They just booed him, you know what I'm saying? He was like, so yeah, y'all from Flint? Okay. He said, yeah, I bet that Atlanta water tasting good right about now. And they went ballistic, boy.
He told us about it, bro.
Boo! I said, they booed him. Then I got back on stage, and I was talking for a minute, tried to woo him back over. Then I said, hey, man, give my boy another chance. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Bring my boy. I'm finna bring my boy back up here. Y'all got to show him love, because this dude funny. Because I brung him up like, this dude hilarious. And then he go get up there and do that.
Making me look bad.
So he came back up, started talking again, and did the same thing. I said, are you trying to get shot? Like, do you want to die today? Like, you should have told him we could put you on suicide watch, right. Nigga. Like, you try to kill yourself up here, bro. So, and then we did a gospel. They called me for a church show. It was like a gospel award jump. Mm-hmm. And they called me. And I asked them, I said, hey, can I bring somebody with me? Because I was trying to think of somebody to do clean. I ain't know if you did clean or not. I said, I need somebody that ain't going to slip a cuss word, you know what I'm saying, because we'll get in trouble. Yeah. So I said, I know a duo said he can do clean. I said, you know what, I call a duo. I said, because he a beast and he can do clean. So I said, hey, duo, you want to do this show with me? He's like, yeah, man, come on, man. He came out there and he ruffled the goddamn feathers again, bro. Like, it was all Christian crowd. It was packed in there. Let me tell you something. The whole room was packed.
Yeah, it's a Christian.
Like, it was packed out. Every comic was killing. Like, I was the headliner. I had to go up last.
And you brought a Muslim comic into the
Christian. I brought a Muslim, yeah. Because I thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, this little boy, dude, he gonna kill it. That nigga dude went up there and started talking about how he prays as a Muslim and just going in. This is no lie. Half of the crowd got up and walked out. It was this old lady sitting all the way in the back. She couldn't even walk. This chick just got up. I said, God, why he was on stage? And I had to go up after him. Like, literally, after that, I had to get up there. Dang. I was so mad with a duo. I said, yeah, give it up. No, matter of fact, so this was the thing, because he messed up so bad. The host, he was just like, man, just tell him to bring you up. You know what I'm saying? So the thing was, he's supposed to do his material and then bring me up. And then he go do all of that, like, made them folk mad. Half of the audience, probably, he took everybody out. Everybody was outside. At this point, everybody was in the hallway complaining at this point about the duel. And he go talk about, yeah, give it up for Sir Jeff. No, matter of fact, they turned the music on that nigga. Like, they were trying to get him off the stage. Yeah. And they just turned the music. When they turned the music on, yeah, give it up for Sir Jeff. I was like, bro. I said, what the heck? I had to come up there and I had to roast him. I ain't know how to get out of it, bro.
I gotta get you. This is every.
I was like, nigga, you know better. Like, what the heck? I think that was after the goddamn Flint, Michigan. I was like, bro, you know better. You came up here and did this on purpose. They complained. They didn't even pay us, man.
Man.
No, they didn't pay us, man. They called me the other day. Did they ever pay you for that? I said, you know them niggas ain't paying us for that,
No,
bro.
Hopefully they prayed for y'all though.
That
Hopefully
nigga,
they gave y'all some blessings.
They were talking. They had a whole goddamn witnesses section after the show was over. This old lady, she was like, "Listen, you gonna get Jesus one day." You know, like
they was trying to convert him.
Allah is not doing it for you. He was sitting over there. He was talking about, yeah, well, no, Allah is doing it for me. And she was like, no, it's not. No. I'm going to pray for you.
Baby, you need some Jesus. all that bullshit. I can do that, bro. He came on here and about got me fired my last episode, cuz. I can do that, bro. He owe me that one.
That's funny, dude.
That nigga. He owed me that one, bro. Oh, man.
Nigga, that's funny,
Real
boy.
quick, man.
All that bull.
All that bullshit now. Nah, but listen.
Dang, that's funny, bro.
Oh, man. You got plug all the Cutting Loose stuff, man, before we get out of here. Let them know tap in with it, man.
Go ahead to YouTube, Cuttin' Loose. On Instagram, Cuttin' Loose Network, Cuttin' Loose Studios, Cuttin' Loose Podcast. So follow us, man. We going up. We gonna have my boy on here, you know, for the Cuttin' Loose Podcast. So we doing some things. We got some things in the midst. A whole crew of us, man. So make sure y'all follow, all right? Like and subscribe. We got the Cuttin' Loose Comedy Block about to start hitting next year. We found another venue that's really nice that want to work with us. So the Cuttin' Loose Comedy Block, we're going to hit that every month, man. And we offering $100 for the comedian that bring the business. Mm-hmm. And throughout the show, we'll hand out, like, you know, a couple of dollars to the comedian that really brung it, that didn't really win. But whoever bring it, man, we're going to try to keep it up every month. $100, because also we trying to put money in the comics' pockets, you know what I mean? And then they're going to make them bring their A game, too. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. Cuttin' Loose Comedy Block. Make sure y'all look out for that.
That's right, man. It's been Sir Jeffery. This is Dante's Inferno podcast. Till next time.